Hi, good morning, friends. This is Makané here, and I am reading from our guides, our Ask Your Guides Oracle guidebook by Sonia Kit. And I've never mentioned this before, but I found this deck in Byron Bay in that cute little used bookstore that was just down this sweet little alleyway of bohemian shops and around the corner from the most delicious Indian food. Alright, so what do we want to know today? Actually, I feel like this is the one. This is the one. Solitude. Look at this pretty tree. I've never drawn this card before. So, let's read about it, shall we? I mean, it's very clearly about connecting with your inner space, connecting in nature, connecting with our world. Observation, contemplation, renewal, and listening. Your desire to seek solitude is appropriate at this time. You are being counseled by your higher self to retreat and to renew your soul through quiet contemplation. Your nervous system has been overstimulated, and you can't absorb any more input from the outer world. Step away and give yourself the necessary peace and time alone you require to revitalize your system. In doing so, you'll begin to sense, feel, and even hear the voice of your higher self, but only when you step into more natural surroundings. Reconnect with your environment in whatever way is practical, given your circumstances. Fully open your heart to your higher self, even if you fear that you can't make contact. You are making contact. Furthermore, your higher self asks you to take your time when contemplating your circumstances and considering your options. Resist the temptation to yield to any sense of urgency. There's not an emergency calling you away from being in your environment. Your true direction will make itself known if you're patient. Your higher self also alerts you to the fact that not all the necessary pieces of information to make the best decision may appear yet. Your higher self wisely counsels you that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to do nothing. The message is to be quiet and wait. And sometimes being quiet is challenging because our world is very noisy. We're very hyperstimulated visually, and we're very disconnected or unaware of our auditory world. And this is largely because of our disconnect with our own environment. And if we had to survive in wilderness, we would be engaging with all of our senses just more automatically. And so rewilding ourselves looks like resisting the urge always to speak or to make noise or to use loud machines and devices, or even sometimes resisting playing music and just embracing the quiet. And sometimes there isn't quiet. Sometimes there are things that are polluting our airspace. So some nice binaural beats really, I find, are supportive in that place-time situation. If for some reason you're sick, you're homebound, you can't get out, taking a long bath is a great way to immerse yourself in nature, or being with your houseplants, tending to them, speaking to them, working with the soil, meditating on the sky, the sunset, listening to the birds or any wildlife, trying to connect with any wildlife around. The other day I saw a beautiful flock of deer. I just stepped out to check on my plants on the back porch, and there they were, 6 deer that were just all frolicking across with their beautiful white fluffy tails. And this morning I was greeted to many, many bird songs and the rain. Oh my gosh, the sound of the rain. Oh, that's another thing. Just playing like nature sounds, like Googling like rainstorm or river or water on rocks, waterfall. There's some like meh ones, but there's some really good ones out there. Or like if there's a place in the world that you love, that you miss, like you can look up bird songs from Japan. You can look up, I've never been to Japan, but I'm sure there are beautiful, beautiful bird songs there. You can look up bird songs from Byron Bay, Australia. You can look up bird songs from the 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 California coast. You can look up bird songs from Mexico, from Africa, from places you've never been before. That's a neat way to like travel, quote unquote. Just like find the nature sounds and just like close your eyes and let yourself listen and hear and speak with just what it would be like to be immersed in a quiet place. And if you can, if you are able to at all, just go, get out there, get outside, see some green, see some sky. Even if it's raining out, even if it's hot, find that place that you can sit in the shade and some shelter and you can just be for like even like 30 minutes sitting under a tree is like so awesome. One time my sister and I, we like trekked out early COVID when like people weren't officially allowed in the parks yet, but there was this one that we found out people were going to, and we're like, oh, they haven't cracked down yet. So we had this like ritual. We were supposed to like bury our ritual objects in the woods and find like a special tree to put it underneath. So we like hiked out there. We like found this tree. This was like out in Chicago. And there were so many joyful people around, but like also we could kind of be on our own. Like we could sort of distantly see this like herd of cute moms like walking by, but they were like far enough away that we were still on our own. And then these hawks like just like circled around this tree. We were like, ah, that's the spot. So we like sat under the spot and we like put the objects in and we like found a special feather. It was just felt like it was like put there for us to see it. So like trust the call, trust that there's something out there for you to see, to witness, to hear, to understand, and take a picture or just hold it in your heart. May you have a beautiful day of rest, of restoration, of tranquility, and revive your weary soul today. So much love.